Hey, how's it going, boys and girls? Cowwy's here and welcome back to this channel. I have amazing news for everyone because I have been grinding non-stop for the last 14 hours, rage quit 7 times to bring you this awesome video that is going to be all about the secret weapon revealing. We will be talking about the blueprint and its rarity. We will then talk about where you can gather the rest of the material. Then we will test the weapon out for ourselves. Finally, we'll talk about how not to get scammed by this new weapon. Before we get started, I want to give everyone my thanks in the makings of this video. I couldn't have done this without all your support in helping me finding the items, so be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want more contents like this. And with that, let's get started. So the weapon that you had all been waiting for is called the Tidal Spellbook. Now, how exactly do you make this epic weapon? The first thing we need to talk about is the blueprint. As you can see, the blueprint is in my hand, nothing special. I cannot emphasize enough how much hate I have for this blueprint, because for the last 12 hours, I have destroyed over 3,000 wizards just to get my hands on this. I have more empty bottles in my inventory than your local supermarket. If you are not rich before, after killing 3,000 wizards, you can make yourself 11 spellbooks. If this doesn't scare you, what I'm trying to say is the blueprint has a drop rate of 1 in 3,000 plus or more. You can get 11 normal spellbook before you even get one of this blueprint. I have found people with incredible luck that gotten this after killing 10 wizards, while some have gotten it after killing 800. The drop rate is incredibly unstable. You could be grinding it for days, if not weeks. So here's a tip for you guys. If you found someone that have the blueprint, let them craft this item for you and forget about getting this one item for yourself, or group together with a bunch of friends to grind this one item so you guys can all share the blueprints. Once you have the blueprint, you will need to gather yourself a spellbook if you don't already have one, and 2 crystallized aquamarine, which can be found by mining aquamarine block in the water. This is the easiest part of the making process because I got those crystals in about 10 to 15 minutes, or I could simply be really lucky. Once you have crafted the spellbook, check out the difference between this Tidal Spellbook and the normal spellbook. The Tidal Spellbook have a blue scar across the back, while the normal spellbook is just red. When you fire the weapon, you'll notice that the Tidal Spellbook makes a larger splash at the end in comparison to the normal spellbook. That is because Tidal Spellbook have splash damage, and it is considered to be a water element spell. If you don't know what I mean, let's check this out in real action. Against the slime, this weapon is awesome because now you can group all of them together like this and destroy them all at once, unlike the melee weapon that you used to do where you have to pick them off one at a time. The Tidal Spellbook does 60 direct damage, meaning if you use this to fight one monster at a time, it will only do 60 damage. Nothing more than a normal spellbook. But if you have a group of monsters, the surrounding monsters will also take damage for a full 20 damage. This weapon is highly effective against slime because there are a lot of them. If you pull them all together like this, you are essentially doing more than 60 damage, more like 140 plus damage. However, this weapon doesn't do so well against Buffalocker or the wizards. If you try killing Buffalocker with this weapon, you might find it frustrating because they occasionally run away from you if you hit them too much. You can occasionally get a good hit when they are grouped together, but the splash effect doesn't make much of a difference because of their high health. If you use it against the wizards, you'll find it difficult to group them together because of their high damage and long range attack. You have to run between wizards trying to lure them into a group, risking your life in the process. If you do manage to group them together, you have to hope that they don't walk away. Though it is possible to kill wizards in the group, in my personal opinion, it is easier to just use normal spellbook and destroy them one at a time. The last thing I want to talk about is how not to get scammed by this weapon. The blueprint is incredibly rare, and that is the only thing that is most valuable. I checked the island Discord server, people is selling this for 50 million coins, while the Tidal Spellbook itself is going for 30 million to 40 million. If you have crafted this item before, you'll know that it isn't worth 30 million to 40 million because the material is actually quite easy to get. So if you see people selling it for 30 million to 40 million or more, it isn't worth that much. It is easier to find someone with the blueprint and have them craft it for you, provided that you will give them the material. If you do decide to sell it, please don't make it 30 million. That is just plain greedy. And that is all I have for you guys in this grand revealings of this secret weapon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or found something new that I have missed, leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer everyone's comment. Also, if you guys want to get in touch with me, I have created a Discord channel and a Roblox group called the Carrot Club. The link is in the description below. All I ask is that you be respectful to the rules that we have in place. And with that, thank you guys once again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video, in-game or at the Carrot Club. Be sure to like and subscribe or I'll eat your brains. Take care, everybody.